Hey everyone, this is Laura at Lymanjoy, and today I'm going to go ahead and cash off my last paychecks of March. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is Laura at Lymanjoy, and today I'm going to go ahead and cash off my last paychecks of March, do a little bit of some savings challenges, and just explain how my week has been and how things are going with my no spend. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Laura from Lymanjoy. I'm a wife, a medical coder, and a mom of 6, and I'm on a journey to become debt-free and break those generational cycles of debt so the next generation can live and give like they were meant to. So if that interests you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button to be part of this cash budgeting community, and hit the thumbs up so others will find this video a little more easily. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get straight into it today. I'm gonna go take a sip of this coffee, and then we're gonna count out how much we're working with. To be honest with you, it's gonna be a little less than normal since I'm being a little more frugal because birthday week. I'm telling you, I always feel like I spend a little more than I should. Even on a no spend, I think I spend a little more on groceries than I normally would. Okay, here we go. We got 20, 40, 200 in those 20s. So let's go ahead and pull this up here. We got 200. And for our 10s, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110s. And then in 5s, we have 5, 10, 50. So 350. All right, there it is. Okay, let's go ahead and get straight into the budget. Alrighty, push this back out of the way a little bit. There we go. Okie dokie. For those of you that are new, I go ahead and budget everything the beginning of the month, and then I go ahead and break it down by paycheck. So every month, beginning of every month, I start out with my full calendar view of what's going on in my life, when my paychecks are coming in, and special events I need to account for. Then I go ahead and I do those bills, all my bills, including I put groceries and gasoline in my bills and put in their budgeted amount and my projected amount that I might make. Then I go ahead and map out my debt that I want to pay, how much I use in my wallet, how much for my my high priority sinking funds, and then for my long-term low priority sinking funds, giving my whole self a zero-based budget. For those of you that kind of have, varying amounts of paychecks, they vary from paycheck to paycheck, I say look back over the last 6 months and pick the lowest 2, and that way you can go ahead and make sure you are budgeting off the smallest amount and you always have enough. In fact, that would make it so you're very frugal and you can pay extra to debt or wealth or whatever it is that you need. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's see. I budgeted my first paycheck right here already, and then now my second paycheck we budgeted with me last week, and now we are on to my third and final paychecks of the month of March. Okay, so what things do I need to think about? I have nothing going on Monday. Tuesday, one of my kiddos has a dentist appointment. Then on Wednesday, I don't really have anything, or Thursday, which is so nice. It looks like a light week. I have a dinner date going here with my husband and some friends. Saturday, we do have a birthday party to attend for my niece. It's her 10th birthday. Super excited. And then on Sunday, of course, is Easter, so that's going to be fun. A couple of things I wanted to remember is I like to get the kids haircuts before Easter. I know, I'm silly, but I always do a ton of pictures for my kids, like just them doing Easter stuff, and I like to look back in their cute little haircuts. So haircut I want to schedule, things I want to do, I want to finish Easter baskets. Now, do you guys go all out for Easter? Like, I had some of my friends who do the Easter bunny paw prints and the whole thing. I'm pretty low key. We don't really do the Easter bunny thing. We do more religious Christian Easter view. So, but I love to hear what everybody does because I think it's totally fun to hear about. And then we also do Bible gifts. We're gonna do where each kid. So if they already have a Bible, then they'll probably get highlighters and pens and bookmarks to go with their Bible, or if they don't have one, then they get their first one, kind of a thing for Easter. That's what we do, but please, please put what you do to have fun for Easter and below, because I love just to hear about it. Everybody's different. That's fantastic. Okay, so that's my planning for the week, kind of things I want to account for. Definitely the haircuts, things like that I want to think about. And then let's go ahead and map it out. These are the bills that I have that fall in this period. My paychecks are super wonky. I don't know if you noticed at the beginning, but let's see here. I have a paycheck at the beginning, then I had a gap, and most of them are all at the end of the month. So I've paid most of my bills already, which is great. I'm gonna have a little left over and to pay out that debt snowball, so that's good. And I already did my cash envelopes and my sinking fund, which is just off of my monthly amount, right? That monthly breakdown, I've just divided it by 3, each of the categories, and they're here. So let's make sure this is a zero-based budget. We are starting with that 2,400. Let's put it right here. 2,400. And we're going to minus that 1,544 for my bills. That leaves me at $856. So that looks good. 1,544. Then the 175 for my cash envelopes. Leaves me 681. And then my debt snowball is going to be 516. That leaves 165. Debt snowball right here, 516. And then my sinking funds for 115. So it leaves 50. And of course, I put the rest to long-term sinking funds, so it leaves 0. So we have here sinking funds for 115. And then the rest was to my savings challenge, leaving a 0-based budget. Yay. And that's exactly what I want. All my money has a home. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and stuff these. And if you're new here, I go ahead and I stuff all these ones. These ones in the beginning of my book here, all of these ones are actually in my cash wallet. And the beginning of April, I will take all this money and I will put it into my cash wallet for the whole month of April. But I slowly fill it from every single cash stuffing to make sure I have enough for my wallet for that month. And because I'm in a no spend, it does look a little different than normal. That's why you see all those zeros. Usually they all have an amount, but I'm being a little more frugal this time. So eating out is going to get that 15. All right. We have a 20, 30, and 45. This has been probably the hardest one with the no spend. I constantly want to spend more money. I do. I want to spend and go out to eat. I love eating out. I love going out. And so I think the hardest one for us as a family so far of the no spend is not eating out. Honestly, it really is. Okay. And then next we have date night, and that's going to get 10. Okay. So I have 10.25. Perfect. And I'm skipping kids and spending and fun. We're doing all those for free. And if there's any issue that pops up, I'm going to go ahead and just use that emergency fund. My hubby's also on board for the no spend, so he's not getting anything. Childcare gets 150. Let me add that up. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, and 50. And what do we have in there left? I just paid babysitter. Yeah, I got 20. So we got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70. 170 now in there. That's great. Next up, pet care is going to be skipped for Mr. Coda. I can't wait until that's another one. It's a luxury I didn't realize how much I absolutely love just because of my personality. I love having my dog groomed so he comes back super clean, happy, healthy, and well. And though we can do it ourselves, I definitely appreciate the modern availability of grooming. So I will be really loving to be able to get back to that for him. Next is registration for my car. We have 25, and I actually think I just got a bill on one of these. Again, they just come in all, year long. Just crazy amounts of money that it charges here in California. So this $200 that you see here, this is actually from Wealthfront, and that's where it is right now, making 5% interest. If you don't know what Wealthfront is, it's a high yield savings account. that's really secure, probably just as secure as a bank. It doesn't have a brick and mortar where you can walk into, but it, really transfers very easily back and forth to your bank within a business day, or you can even do same day for a bit of a fee. And you can have a debit card where you can go to ATM or use your debit card as you please for things like this. Like when I pay my registration, I'll pay it online and I'll use my Wealthfront debit card to do that. And what I think my favorite part is that they have different categories. So I just pull it from the registration vehicle category. All right, 220, 40, 60, 65, 70. 275, which is I think just about the amount that I needed to pay that one. So that's fantastic. Until I have to save for the next one. We have 4 cars and a teenager that drives. So lots of registration, lots of insurance going on in this house. All right, health is getting 15. Let's see what we have going on in here. 20, 40, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70. And I'm saving up for some Purity Woods new serum for my face. I love their product. If you're looking for something that's all organic, it doesn't have crazy things in it that are bad for your body and skin, look at Purity Woods. It's amazing. And it's like the one tube, I know it's a little expensive, but the one tube lasted me like a whole year. And I'm saving up for a new one because I'm almost out. I'm not even out all the way. I'm just almost out. So I'll put in a link below if you're interested. You can go and click on it and look at it and check it out. But I just adore them. And my husband uses it because it's not super girly smelling. It's more like eucalyptus smelling kind of thing. All right, birthday is getting 30, which is good. I have a little guy who has a birthday in May, and so I just like to keep funding this. We have 150 in that Wealthfront, and then now I have 20, 40, 55. Perfect. So I'll put that in there. Next is school, and it's just getting 5. This is usually just like for, oops, I forgot about stuff, but honestly haven't really needed it much. I probably let it just build up for maybe some new school clothes back in like August, so by then it'll be nice and fully funded. Okay, haircuts is 25. Yeah, we're like that. Alrighty, almost there on everything. All right, and clothing is 15. Now, sometimes what I'll do is if I have extra, I'll put it into one of these categories that I feel like needs more. So people will ask me like, well, how do you not have a giant clothing fund? Well, okay, a couple things on this. One, if you have kids and you haven't found a consignment store, you need to look, because I have a consignment store where I take their old clothes, they give me cash or store credit, and then I go buy a bunch of new clothes. And all the clothes, it's not like a thrift store. They're like brand new. They only take brand new looking clothes. So I'm getting stuff like way cheaper than going to the store. But even if I don't like anything there, I'm able to take that cash and then go find some good deals and some markdowns, or right, because they just burn through clothes so fast. The teenagers are a little bit harder, but honestly, I try to get him stuff like once a year before school, and he's pretty low key. My girls, on the other hand, I would have to give them a little bit more, but right now I got a house full of 4 boys, and my girls are grown and in college, so it's a little easier at the moment. Okay, next up, I want to go ahead and do the rest into my savings challenge. So I'm going to go put this away. We've done all of our cash envelope stuffing. This is why I suggest for you to map it out, because then it makes it so much quicker, so much easier, so much more streamlined than having to figure out, well, how much am I going to put in this one? How much am I going to put in that one? And I've mapped out my goals. If you didn't get to see how I created my sinking funds in the beginning of the year, I'm going to put that video here, because I think when I started out cash stuffing, that was my biggest problem. I had no idea, like, well, should I be putting 5 in this one or 10 in this one? Or why do I keep running out of money at that one? It just felt like, I don't know, it was just robbing Peter to pay Paul. I would just go, I didn't plan for enough of this one, so I'd have to pull from it. It was just all chaotic. So instead, at the beginning of this year, kind of mapped out what does my family need, what are my goals, and then kind of how to break that down mathematically to make sure you're stuffing the right amount into each envelope. So yeah, I'll put that video here. I found it helpful for me. It's at least the way my brain thought about it. And there's actually some free tools too that you can get free digital downloads to help you map that out. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and do some savings challenges. Let me grab my savings challenge book real fast. Okie dokie. So I think I'm going to skip like college and sports. I'm feeling like emergency fund is where it's at and what I need to do, because if you haven't been here, let me tell you, I got hit hard with emergencies at the beginning of like last month with my windshield going out and my dryer breaking and my dishwasher breaking. And now actually my curtain in my guest bedroom fell down. It's coming to stay. I'm going to have to replace it because it faces the street. And so like, I'm pretty sure nobody wants, just to be able to see in your window. It's weird. And I could just probably hang up a blanket, but let's be honest, I'd rather replace the blind and put it in there. So I need to put money in here so that I can pull from house maintenance and car maintenance and all of that. All right, so emergency, we're just going to do 10 because we've done this one. I've done this one, and now on this one, I'm going to move right here. Let me grab a pen really quick. We'll just color in. Let's just do this one right here. Yeah, and I do have an emergency fund in my high yield savings account right now. I should probably print out a tracker for it. It was from last year. It's over 1,000. Maybe I will do that. I don't know. But this is just kind of keep it going. I like to add to it so that 1,000 just never gets touched. So we're going to do 10. And then next is house maintenance. This is a big one for me too, with everything breaking. What do we got left here? We got 30, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, 30 and 50. We have 50 left. Okay, and I also want to do car maintenance because, boy, would you know it, I'm hearing something in the front of my car that needs to be looked at. So let's do an 8. What is that? 8 times 5 is 40. Of course it is, but I got camera shy, so my brain went blank. So 8 times 5 is 40. Let's go ahead and do this one right here, and then we'll take, you know what though, I don't want to do that much. Let's do a 30. Let's do this one right here, because see, I'm multiplying it by 5, and if you ever have a savings challenge that doesn't work for you, multiply it by the number that does work for you. That's the way I work it out. You can get a lot of these kind of savings challenges on Pinterest for free. I actually thought about doing a few. I'll make you guys a few and probably put them on my website because I want everybody to be able to save and find inspiration. This has really helped me from not being a saver, not being a planner, not knowing where my money is going, to kind of enjoying the saving process and being able to keep track and kind of pushing me towards that goal. Okay, so we're going to do 30. Let's take this 30 and put it into house maintenance. And I have 200 in my wealth front, but the way that this year is going so far, I just need to beef this up because I just feel like things are happening at my house and all of that. So some of that will probably be used up for that, for those blinds. So, okay. Next is car maintenance. Let's go ahead and see if I have anything that could do a 20. Oh, I went a little bit too far. Yes, let's just color in a 20 here. And let me get a different coloring. We just did that. Yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, I did that one last time. Let's see. Let's do this 20 right here. All right, there we go. We got 20 for car maintenance. So we have 20 there, and we have 200 in my wealth front account right now. So we're going to add 220. I probably want to get it up to like 8 to 1,000 before I get that front looked at. So I'm going to probably be hitting this one really hard over the next month or so. I don't think it's emergent what my car needs, but I want to be proactive and get it in as soon as possible. All right, that is it. If you love savings challenges like I do, or you need just motivation to save money for emergency funds, car maintenance, things like that, I'm going to put a video right here of my last year's savings challenge and how I saved money and which savings challenge book I used then, because it's kind of fun to see different savings challenges and how they're being used and applied to different things. All right, so as always, please find joy in your journey, and I will see you next time.